Okay, so the first question is, would you use a rent-a-scooter service on campus and why?
I would use a rent-a-scooter service on campus because it's much more convenient than the current zip car service that we have.
Okay, good answer. How much would you be willing to pay per hour?
I would be willing to pay about $5 per hour, which has to be under the zip car because it's a scooter versus car.
Good point. And the last question is, would you still use the service if wearing a helmet was mandatory?
Yes, I believe that the safety of our students is a priority here at the University of Florida.
All right, thank you.
Hi, thank you for coming. What's your name?
Thank you for having me. I'm Kendall.
Nice to meet you. So the first question is, would you frequently use a rent-a-scooter service on campus and why?
I would because I live really far away, so it'd be nice to get places when the buses aren't running.
Okay. So the second question is, how much would you be willing to pay per hour?
Between 10 and 15.
And then my last question is, would you still use the service if wearing a helmet was mandatory?
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, thank you for coming. What's your name?
Karen Warman.
All right. So the first question for you is, would you frequently use a rent-a-scooter service on campus and why?
Yes, because I have some classes that are very far, like a 725, very far, and it would be nice to not have to walk.
Okay. The second question is, how much would you be willing to pay per hour?
I would pay $10 an hour.
Okay, good answer. And then my last question for you is, would you still use this service if wearing a helmet was mandatory?
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Thank you. All right, hi, thank you for coming today. What's your name?
My name's Alana.
Great, thank you. So my first question for you is, would you frequently use a rent-a-scooter service on campus and why?
I think I would use a rental scooter on campus if I got lessons because sometimes my classes are really close together and it's hard to get to them, so I think it would be very convenient.
Okay. So the next question is, how much would you be willing to pay per hour?
Per hour, probably $15.
Okay. And then my last question for you is, so using this service, would you make wearing a helmet mandatory?
I would make it mandatory.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Hi, thank you so much for taking the survey.
Thank you for having me.
What's your name?
My name is Tori Rubloff.
Great. So I have a few questions for you. So the first one is, would you frequently use a rent-a-scooter service on campus and why?
Oh, rent a scooter?
Yeah.
Oh. I probably would not. I don't feel as safe on scooters. If I had the choice between taking a scooter and walking, I would probably walk.
Okay.
So I would say no.
Okay.
But it's a good idea for those who would use it.
Thank you. So next question is, how much would you be willing to pay per hour if you were to use this service?
Per hour. Well,
Just give me
I
like a
don't
range.
think I definitely wouldn't be on it for more than an hour at a
Okay.
time.
Okay.
It's hard to say.
Okay.
Hard to say.
And then I have one more question for you. And well, considering you would never use this, I'm guessing your answer is yes. But for students that would use this, would you make wearing a helmet mandatory?
Yes. Absolutely.
Great answer. Thank you.
Thank you.